Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Jared Powley's Fragrance Reviews. Tonight we're going to be looking at a stunning fragrance from the house of Versace. This fragrance is known as VS Homme for Men, and this came out in the year 2000, and this is classified as an aromatic fougere. That's nearly a quarter of a century ago this fragrance came out. It's hard to believe that much time has gone by. For this fragrance, it is one of the most original scent profiles I have ever put my nose on. It has great complexity, but purpose in its design. So there is a little bit of an unusual sprayer, which isn't the best on this bottle. It's kind of a half sprayer, but we're worried about what's in the bottle, not what the bottle is itself. So let's give it a spray in the back of my hand. So initially you get, first maybe 20, 30 seconds, you get a somewhat sharp, sour citrus, but this quickly smooths out into a beautiful kind of orangey lavender cardamom, and at this point you think it may become a barbershop type fragrance, but then it completely changes direction. On the initial dry down, it becomes somewhat powdery, floral with both soft and heavy floral vibes, and it's still slightly sweet, but the citrus begins to disappear. Later on, it's still aromatic with more spiciness, but the floral notes become muted and there is a sharp greenness to it. So this fragrance definitely has three distinct stages to it, which is fairly unusual for many fragrances, in the sense that it's almost like you're wearing three different fragrances. And I'll give you a little tip with this one. If you like the initial dry down and not the late dry down, just reapply at that stage. So you're going to get the initial, then you go to the dry down that will stay for a couple hours, but you will never get to the late dry down if you keep reapplying maybe 2 or 3 hours in. That's a little trick. So top notes in this fragrance, there's many notes in this fragrance. The top notes are lavender, mint, coriander, lime, mandarin, violet, orange, and cardamom. The mid notes are nutmeg, rose, cyclamen, jasmine, sage, lily of the valley, and the base notes are cashmere wood, cedar, amber, tonka bean, vetiver, musk, and oak moss. Performance on this, it was decent. It wasn't spectacular. About 3 hours, you're definitely going to have to reapply, and on initial spray, I would actually over-apply. It plays very well off the close, but the projection in the scent wafts are average, so it's an intimate, up-close scent. Who could wear this fragrance? I'd say anyone in their 20s and up that likes this type of, as I smell it now, kind of this powdery, floral, citrus note scent that just keeps kind of evolving. So, and then only if you were to smell this would you understand what I mean like that. There's no real seamless transitions. There's definite breaks between the initial, the dry down, and the late dry down and the initial spray. Overall, like I said, there's three distinct stages to the fragrance. The first one being a citrus domination, the second one a powdery floral domination, and the third one a green woody domination. If you want to find this fragrance, it has been discontinued, so you're going to have to try to find it on the internet, and the prices are going to greatly vary. I was able to find this many years ago at a discounter for a decent price, and I live in Canada, so the prices can be quite extraordinary on any discontinued fragrance. It's probably more than double, if not triple, than if you live in Europe or the United States. So overall, I would say this is a very unique fragrance and has a complex profile. And if you are unsure of something like this, you would have to, I would say, think about the fact that it is not going to be necessarily a mainstream, exciting fragrance. It can be a signature scent, but it is a little bit more advanced for the fragrance lover in the idea that you have to be a little bit more experienced to appreciate something like this. And unfortunately, because it's second-hand now or discontinued, you're not going to be able to try before you buy. So you're going to have to use your best judgment on the note breakdown and the scent profile to see if this is something you like. But this is definitely for me and the more mature, sophisticated gentleman. So if you like this video, hit the like button, the subscribe button, the notification bell. Any comments or questions, you have on this great fragrance from the house of Versace, leave them down below and I will always get back to you. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.